While you're trying to fall asleep at night, have you ever suddenly just thought of a million things at once and then realised that you're completely wide awake? You start thinking of the most randomest things ever and panic and worry about the smallest things, and you have no control over it. It's like when you hop into the shower and suddenly become the most intelligent person on the world, like you could be the next president, because you're thinking of all these hilarious, amazing, witty comebacks to arguments you had last year, and thinking of answers to the questions that you got wrong on your maths test and realising that you're an idiot. Does that ever happen to you? Is that just me? Maybe, maybe not. But I've realised that when this happens, we think of some amazing creative ideas, like our brain has no limits to what we can think of, but then like after a span of 5 minutes we forget everything. What happens to those things? Does anyone ever write them down? Do you ever come back to that thought? But what happens? Why are we so creative? And yeah, I'm just mind blown by these kind of things that happens. Like, what really happens? And you start going over really deep questions like, who are we? Like, seriously, what is our purpose in life? Are we here to live? Are we not? What happens if I wasn't born? What would the world be like if I wasn't born? What would happen if my parents never met? You know, like, I wonder what is happening in my best friend's life right now. Like, what do they go through on an everyday basis? We all have problems and we all have struggles, but no one really sees that. So what is happening to my neighbour? What would life be like if I had a different colour hair? What would life be like if BuzzFeed didn't exist? You know, the real questions. And it gets really deep, and then that's it. We move on. So what happens next? That was really lame.